If I told you that the Lakers have been the second best defensive team in the entire month of February, you probably wouldn't believe me. And what's even scarier is that their offense is only now starting to get better. This roster is flawed, sure, but they're finding creative ways to stack wins. And against the Timberwolves, oh, JJ cooked. The Lakers have been the second best defensive team in the NBA in the entire month of February. But tonight they were going up against Ant, an elite perimeter threat, who can cause a host of problems after getting past the first line of defense. Right off the bat, the Lakers' plan was to leave players like Conley to fortify the second level of defense against Edwards. So Ant started countering them with the step back.
Edwards falling back, and he's got it.
But LA didn't get away from the game plan. Get Ant to pass the ball at all cost and let the other guys beat you. Look at how much they were swarming him on this play, which ended up in a shot clock violation.
Second guy most of the time.
Yeah, he's got to kick it back out with 2, with 1 on the clock. They may not get the shot away. They won't.
With Vando pushing gap help to its limits, barely even thinking about DiVincenzo. As far as Luca, our favorite Slovenian was lost on defense, not finding a body after misses, and allowing Conley to get offensive rebounds on him. But the Lakers were doing a great job covering for him whenever he was a chicken with its head cut off on that side of the floor.
LeBron, who's been playing some of the best defense of his career.
But for all his problems defensively, he made up for it on the other side of the floor. Luca is a tight space operator, masterful at keeping his dribble alive amongst the trees to generate offense.
Is this on another one? And throwing it down is Jax.
The crowd is really delirious right now as they've seen some pretty nice plays. What a play by Luca to find Jackson Hayes.
Like all the greats before him, he plays at his own pace. And in isolation, he was changing direction and using the defender's momentum against him before pulling up for the midi.
Doncic! There he is, once again, just stopping on a dime.
As well as changing pace to dust and lift defenders on his drives.
Start, stop, change of pace, scoring. Good body control.
Once he gets you in the air, you are food and nothing else.
And if it goes! Three-point opportunity for 7-7.
And when you don't put a body on him on the offensive glass, again, you've chosen to be food.
Finney-Smith, and they're battling themselves, and Luca picks it up and scoop and score.
The way that Wonderboy was punishing guys like DiVincenzo for ball watching was a thing of beauty.
So the Lakers have to get some production on both ends.
Only had 18 points against Dallas. Vanderbilt!
And of course, it wouldn't be a Laker game without that patented Luca to LeBron full court touchdown.
Luca to LeBron, yet another touchdown!
Speaking of LeBron, the bank was open for the king in this one.
A little late.
Oh, it banks in!
And off ball, he was doing his level best to not let Luca miss Klay Thompson.
Season scoring 20 plus. Outside, deep and down.
As well as giving up his body on defense. For some reason, Reeves started the game going under the screen on Mike Conley, and the vet made the Lakers pay for it. But of course, AR-15 had to turn him on the pick and roll for the logo 3.
Logo from Reeves!
33-17, a 16-point Laker lead at the end of the first quarter. Even without Luca on the floor, the Lakers continued generating clean, high-quality looks from 3.
LeBron on the weak side, pass from Jordan Goodwin, and catch and let fly, LeBron, and nothing but bottom.
What's terrifying is just how effortlessly they create these corner threes.
Pitch on the bench. Rui corner. Rui, yes!
On the other end, the Lakers' defense looked like a flashback to their 2020 championship run, with LeBron continuing his All-NBA level defense at the age of 40. That said, Minnesota's paint protection was also solid, but their perimeter defense was a disaster.
Goodwin for 3, and it rattles home.
To make matters worse, LeBron seems to have really regressed into prime Ray Allen, and oh yeah, he can still do this.
Anthony Edwards. Lob, LeBron! The lob! The jam to LBJ!
Meanwhile, the Timberwolves' offensive struggles were glaring. They came into this game ranked 20th in offensive rating. And that number wasn't lying. They were living and dying by the 3, and they were 6 feet under.
Expect him to get aggressive. The look finds its way to McDaniels in the corner. Alexander Walker, good pass on the outside. Ball movement finds McDaniels in the corner.
LA continued taking away Ant's ability to explode to the rim, completely neutralizing and forcing him to take tough contested shots, but not for Austin Reeves.
All the chairs are down. Here is Reeves.
Mans is a 3-level scorer, attacking with patience, absorbing, and finishing through contact.
These injuries, throwing it up and in.
Particularly kind of play from Austin. He just beats his man off the dribble. As soon as he feels contact, he gets into the act, gets the good bounce this time off the window.
However, the Lakers hit snooze late in the quarter. The Timberwolves, who had been ice cold from 3, suddenly found their rhythm.
Fly by, boy, he had Finney Smith going the other way, and he knocks down the 3.
Cutting the deficit to just 11 points heading into halftime.
They made some shots. You know, some of the pick and roll coverage wasn't great. We overhelped a couple times off the wrong guy, but overall, a pretty good first half.
The Lakers opened the second half with the same defensive game plan on Anthony Edwards, and it continued to be highly effective.
If they can get those Naz Reid going, the Lakers have to change their defense up a bit.
They consistently showed a second defender early, collapsing the paint anytime he looked to attack.
And Edwards trying to fight for a shot.
And Austin Reeves continued creating serious problems for the defense. With so much attention on Luca and LeBron, the Timberwolves were letting him operate freely, and he made them pay. Despite the legitimate concerns about Jackson Hayes' ability to hold up as a defensive anchor, he was holding his own.
He wanted to throw it off the body of Reid, and he wound up throwing it right off of his face.
On the other end, the Lakers' off-ball movement was a masterclass.
Nobody is making shots, to your point, and I'll give it to you in a minute. Finney Smith makes it for the Lakers, wide open in the corner.
Unlike their usual third-quarter woes, the Lakers came out locked in, pushing their lead to 19. A major factor, the Reeves-LeBron pick-and-roll with LeBron drawing defensive attention and Reeves stepping into a rhythm 3. How do teams counter this? Switch and risk a mismatch? Blitz and let LeBron make the read? Either way, it's a losing battle. But just when things seemed under control, Minnesota's night unraveled even further. Anthony Edwards picked up his second technical and was ejected.
Got a technical.
Yeah, Anthony was complaining, but
Losing their primary scorer in a game where they were already struggling to generate offense, that's supposed to be a backbreaker. However, if there's one area the Lakers still need to fix, it's their defensive rebounding. Just like the previous game against Dallas, they were giving up too many second chance opportunities. Even with their main man out, the Timberwolves were getting it done offensively.
third in the NBA in that department. 3 deep, down.
The Lakers then took a hit of their own. Rui Hachimura was done for the night after a left knee strain, a potentially concerning loss given his role as a floor spacer and versatile defender. But despite the adversity, the Lakers closed the quarter still up by 11, maintaining control as they headed into the final frame. To start the fourth, Minnesota switched to a man-to-man defense, adjusting after getting shredded by the Lakers' off-ball movement. But that adjustment didn't matter.
Lakers on the other hand without Rui, but it's not going to matter on the first play.
LA was forcing Minnesota into taking contested pull-ups. And on the other end, the LeBron Reeves two-man game was still surgical.
Two-man game continues to Austin. He's going to let it go. The foul.
Minnesota's overhelping defense was once again exposed, leading to another easy alley-oop.
Another lob to Hayes.
However, this sloppy turnover was the inflection point where the momentum started shifting.
Here they come, 2-on-1. Oh, look out below. Look out, Terrence Shannon Jr.
This is young legs here. Look at him elevate.
All of a sudden, the Lakers' once safe lead was down to just 4 on a Wolves 11-0 run.
Here comes Minnesota again. Shannon Jr., boy, he is just blowing by people. McDaniels, he stops, he shoots, he scores.
It looks like the Lakers are playing 6-on-5 now.
After going 0 for 10 from the field, Luca finally got going.
Doncic trying to get to the rim. Count it! Finally! He had missed 9 or make it 10 in a row until he made that one for a three-point opportunity.
A much-needed bucket at that point of the game. Luca Magic had awoken from his slumber once again.
LeBron's in deep. LeBron needs help. He finds Luca to beat the clock. Got it! Got it! The Don! That is so Luca right there.
I mean, that was a shot
Right?
just to beat the clock. I mean, I don't know how he got it out of his hands.
Unfortunately for the Wolves, Shannon Jr. was now their only reliable source of offense at this point, and their foul trouble ended up spoiling their comeback attempt. Seeing LeBron briefly grabbing his hamstring was a scary sight for Laker fans worldwide.
Looked like LeBron hamstring. He's reaching for that hammy.
Yeah.
But as he's done his entire career, he shook it off and kept going.
They play Utah. He will be unavailable tomorrow against the Jazz. LeBron all the way to score. He can and want. 6-5 with 4 on the clock. LeBron, he's got it. The spinning shot goes down.
The Lakers secured a 9-point win and avoided disaster at the end of the game.